This is Valley News Live at noon.
Good afternoon. Clouds are starting to move into the valley as we brace for severe weather heading to the area. Let's go right away to Summer Schnellbach to tell us what we could expect on this First Alert weather day. Summer?
Thanks, JC, and good afternoon, everyone. Enjoy the All right, can you hear me now? Helps if the microphone is turned on. All right, here's the very latest. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rain starting this afternoon through the overnight hours, and then another round of severe weather tomorrow morning, afternoon, and evening. Large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes, heavy rain, all expected. Here's the latest. Right now on satellite and radar, we're seeing mostly cloudy skies and a few areas of thunderstorms down just outside of our viewing area to the south and east. Here's what we're looking at for today. The area shaded in yellow within our viewing area under a slight risk or a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe hail to 2 inches, damaging winds to 60 miles per hour and flash flooding. Even stronger weather is possible in the areas shaded in orange down to the south. Now for tomorrow, more robust and more widespread storms, especially watching the area in orange for tornadoes possible, hail over 2 inches in diameter, damaging winds to 75 miles per hour, and a few tornadoes possible. Right now, 60s and 70s. The temperatures are climbing, the humidity is climbing, JC, and the ingredients are in place for some stronger to severe storms to fire. So coming up, I'll have your hour-by-hour forecast when and where to expect these storms to hit.
Thank you, Summer. With all that in mind, it's a good idea to keep that VNL weather app handy for forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store today. New at noon, authorities in Bemidji are investigating a suspicious house fire. They say it happened on Monday in the northwest part of town. This is a picture of the damage on the inside. Authorities say the outside of the house isn't damaged at all. The cause is undetermined and no one was hurt. Also new at noon, a high-risk sex offender is moving to Moorhead. Randall Dean Adams will be living in the 1600 block of 4th Avenue North. Authorities say he threatened to sexually assault a woman and inappropriately touched her. He completed his sentencing last Thursday. We have new information on an early morning crash in South Fargo. Police now say the driver who crashed into a tree may have suffered a medical emergency. It happened at around 5:30 this morning in front of the First International Bank on 45th Street South. The driver was taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. The official cause of the crash is still under investigation. An escaped inmate is back in custody in Alabama. Casey White was returned to Lauderdale County last night after surrendering to police in Indiana. The murder suspect escaped last week with the help of corrections officer Vicky White. Police say the couple led officers on a chase that ended with their vehicle flipped. Vicky White died as the result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Casey White is charged with 2 counts of capital murder in connection to a 2020 stabbing. The Senate this afternoon will vote on a bill to protect abortion access a little more than a week after Politico published a leaked draft majority opinion from February, which calls for overturning Roe v. Wade. If that happens, it will be up to the states to ban or permit abortion.
Vote to protect the fundamental rights of women across the country, or stand with 5 conservative justices ready to destroy these rights in one felled swoop.
When we're talking about abortion, we're talking about the killing of human beings, innocent human beings.
That bill is expected to fail amid widespread Republican opposition, with one prominent Republican saying it's too broad and raises concerns about it not including a so-called conscience clause, which would allow providers to refuse to perform abortions for religious or moral reasons. Meanwhile, 2 moderate Republicans have their own more narrow bill to legalize abortion rights nationwide. Today's vote comes ahead of the release of the final ruling in the coming weeks. To help address the nationwide baby formula shortage, the FDA will allow some supply to be released from the shuttered Abbott Nutrition facility on a case-by-case basis. In February, the agency warned people not to use certain powdered infant formula from Abbott Nutrition's Sturgis, Michigan facility due to contamination concerns. The agency says they will not object to Abbott Nutrition releasing product for individuals needing urgent, life-sustaining supplies of certain specialty and metabolic formulas. Bobcat Company is building a new assembly plant in Minnesota, its third location in the state. Officials for the West Fargo-based manufacturer of farm and construction equipment say they expect the plant in the Twin Cities suburb of Rogers will be fully operational by the end of the year. Bobcat will hire more than 100 people for that new plant. Coming up at noon, we're all seeing the impacts of rising costs in grocery stores and at the gas pump. We'll tell you how some families are fleeing from inflation. But next, it's warm and fairly quiet for now, but Summer Schnellbach is tracking major changes expected to hit the region in our first alert weather days.